events with light, but the person wasn't strong enough and had the feel like the same, I don't know, views as light, which is fine. So I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, the Netflix movie, it has potential. I just wish the fans would give it its potential. At the end, it left it with an open-ended kind of thought, leaving with L might write Light's name on the page of a Death Note that was left in a calculus book, and then it comes to the shot of Light being in the hospital room, and Ryu coming out of the corner saying humans are so interesting, his iconic kind of catchphrase throughout the anime, if you want to say it's a catchphrase. Let's see here. It left open discussions. Now, I talked to my coworker who also saw the movie, and he says no, he was gonna write Light's name. There's just no way he's not going to. But it's like no, he's not. He's gonna write Light's name. Well, I don't think so, because he doesn't exactly know what that page of a Death Note does. Because he did see the page saying Light's heart will stop beating at midnight. Page get burned up. Okay. Well, Light's still alive. He was resuscitated because he wrote a big description of what's going to happen with Mia, and used that to twist the events in his favor, which is fine. So, but yeah, L was probably going to write Light's name, but I don't think so. Me and the curators of the Amino kind of discussed some of the film stuff. Like, yes, they didn't really like it. I'll say they liked it, but they were about it. Everyone's kind of about it. Which is better than, oh, it was terrible, like Ghost in the Shell. Like, you never really heard anyone say, it was Ghost in the Shell.
Kill me right here.
The Death Note movie, people,
I'm not only kid.
Is about it, which is great. I actually like when people are about it, because then they have stuff to work on, and they probably can get greenlit for a sequel, which I hope is the case. If they're not greenlit for a sequel, I'm gonna be a little annoyed, but it's not, it's not gonna be my fault. I don't know if music's playing. Yeah, music is. Sorry. So, I want to get into the other lane, but I'll probably just turn up here. Just loop back around. So, I think Death Note is gonna go somewhere with this Netflix series or movie. I loved it. I love it. I downloaded it. I just have hope for it. I'm not like people that don't really have hope for it, because it does have potential. Lots of potentials. I didn't take it anywhere from where I left off, because they knew not a lot of people were happy getting into that. Like, not a lot of people were happy that they were making an adaptation, westernized version of a Death Note, a popular anime series. People were afraid it was going to get whitewashed. And I think, yeah, it might have got whitewashed a little bit. But not bad, in my opinion. I did stay up till 4 in the morning that night to watch it and to write a review about it, because I felt like, as a co-leader in that community, I had a responsibility to do that. Which, yes, I did feature it. If you guys don't know what featuring means, it's basically putting the blog on the first page of the, when you open the app, you'll get listed kind of the blogs, like what kind of blogs and pinned posts, and pin posts are just like stuff we put up there that are pins, stuff that, you know, people should look at because it's there, so you guys know what's up. Let's see here. I think I gotta yield to these people. So yeah, the movie definitely has potential and stuff. So I'm gonna move on from Death Note because I feel like I'm not appealing to every audience, and it's probably true. So let's see here. I'm gonna talk about some McDonald's stories because I think a lot of people are interested with McDonald's stories. I certainly do get interested about hearing people's McDonald's experiences. Can I turn here? Yes, I can. So, for the last 3 to 4 days, we had these group of kids come in. And kids where I live that go to McDonald's, for some reason feel the need to be assholes. Like, they feel like they need to cause problems, just overall, just be an absolute nuisance to, absolute nuisance. Now, so, we had to call the cops on them about 2 to 3 times. Because what they were doing, because the McDonald's I work at is connected to a gas station. So, to the gas station, Super America. And, with that, they had those hoverboard things. It's like Segway wheels without the, handlebar. And so, they were using those to kind of just ride around the parking lot, which is like, okay, I guess. But they were circling around cars, throwing rocks at cars, and I'm like, okay, these kids were like 10, I should say, and they're throwing rocks at cars, circling around. A woman was trying to back out, they wouldn't let her, and she was like, why aren't you letting me go? And she's like, and the kids were like, bang, bang, you're dead, bitch. Now, she felt threatened and had us call the cops, and we did. Now, calling the cops on McDonald's, cops are the last thing we want to call, because it's more of a scare tactic to get annoying customers like those kids to stop the actions that they're doing to cause a disruption to the people that are actually there to just eat and enjoy a nice meal. So, with that, so yeah, we called the cops though. Yesterday, the 26th of August, for those who are listening on a later date, but yeah, yesterday, August 26th, they came back, and immediately my manager comes, kicks them out. They leave the first time without us having to call the cops. Hours later, they come back and try to actually just sit there and eat, which is like, okay, but they didn't order anything, of course, because, you know, these kids like to solicitate, if that's the word, at our restaurant, and so they like to just not order anything and sit down and talk. And our gas station next to us sells like freezies or ices, like a Slurpee, for like 75 cents. So, oh my god, all the kids in the town that I live in love to just get that and come into McDonald's and sit down, which they can't do that because it's, you know, why are you taking space that other paying customers that are buying our product, why are they taking their spots that they're going to be eating from? So that's a whole separate thing, but they're just kids. So come back hours later after being kicked out the first time, and my manager comes back from getting Subway across the street, comes back, and he's like, you guys can't be here, either leave or I'm calling the cops. Now, the kids that were there the first 2 times were like, okay, they left, but their buddies were not leaving, and we knew their buddies were just going to be the same way with them, so we were just going to kick them out too. And holy crap, Justin, that's the manager's name. I'm not saying his last name. I really didn't want to say his name, but I accidentally did. Whatever. picks up the phone, dials 911, shows the kids that he's gonna call them. You know, accidentally calls them by accident. But it's fine. We are just gonna give a statement to the cop about the kids. The cops are probably just gonna keep an eye out. If we get another call about them, you know, they might actually take some action. And yeah. But which I know cops have more important things than to take McDonald's complaints and SA complaints about kids being annoying. Kids are kids. Yep. But what I don't like at the McDonald's I work at is we can't just say, there's two groups of kids that always come in every day no matter what, except Sundays for some reason. And I think it's because they've been kicked out by the managers that work Sundays all the time. But yeah, so they would come in, these other sets of kids. Now, they're just rude as hell. They treat you like shit. They're rude. Honestly, they're just assholes. They do buy our product and eat there and stuff like that. They're just rude in the process. If we don't give them their drink cup right away, they're like, hey, I want my drink cup. And, you know, they're just, they're terrible. And we can't refuse service for them. We did ban them one summer because they were making fun of one of the employees, which I hate to say has some special needs. Because I don't like having to say, oh, they were making fun of this person because they're not regular. He is regular, he just has some special needs. And he's actually funny to talk to, stuff like that. Not because, you know, but, so, anyways, they made fun of him, the employee got upset, so we banned him. Those kids. And of course, you know, kids can't understand when they're getting banned from a McDonald's. Can't understand when they're getting banned at McDonald's, so they're just kind of like, next few days they try to come in and we're just like, nope, you guys are banned. And they're like, what? Why? And so, eventually, yeah. So we ban them usually, which works. But we haven't banned the group of these other disturbing, rude-ass, disrespecting kids. And I want to blame the parents that live in my town, because these kids have no respect for the people that are working. Now, I get it. If you're just kids, you're having fun, but there is a line to cross. These kids don't have table manners. They don't throw away their, we have trays where they can set out their food. They don't throw that away at all. They just leave it there. They leave their icy cups, and they kind of just, then they like, oh, it's funny, haha. And it's like, oh, fuck you, you know? And like, yes, we've yelled at them to pick up their shit, and they usually do. I think I can turn on red here. So yeah, we usually tell them to pick it up if we catch them leaving and they're kind of trying to leave quickly. Which they do. They actually try to leave quickly and, you know, try to ignore the fact that they're not throwing away their food. Like, they try to leave their shit. And it's like, stop. Just stop, people. Oh, it was annoying. They always do this. But, yeah, that's the story. That's one McDonald's story that I think, you know, maybe it can be a PCA announcement. You know, kind of, or announcement to people that go to McDonald's. It's teenagers, and yeah, I'm a teen too. Yeah, half the employees are teenagers, you know. But you were once in probably their shoes too, you know. You would hate if your current job, if you think about it, if you don't want people to be rude to you or mean or disrespect the place you're working at or disrespect you. Now, with these kids, you know, they just don't respect the place. Now, there's a lot of kids that come to McDonald's and stuff like that, and it is the summertime. It is expected that we're going to get a few rats. A few rats in the McDonald's, but, yeah. So, you know, it's expected, but I also am annoyed because these kids never come in with their parents.